Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to another Saving Your Disaster campaign save file. We're going to take a look at today's save file. Let me go ahead and read the email for you guys. Save Khmer from a disastrous big chungus from Duncan Mac... Hello, Potato McWhiskey. Inspired by your Khmer deity video series, I thought I would give deity a shot myself after a couple of botched attempts, like waging Domri War against Vietnam, ... Yeah, well, I can tell you right there, Vietnam was not the target that you wanted to go for with your Domri War. I was playing this run feeling pretty good until I turned 160. I realized I would hit the Dark Age because of the misunderstanding the Golden Age dedication and the turn the game took. After backtracking, I could manage to avoid the Dark Age by getting Sinbad, using Sinbad to meet the AI civs, getting Maui, blah 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 blah, but that does not solve the problem of being stuck in a war against the Byzantine Empire and the Cree waging a religious war. I'm stuck on Constantinople, an expedition southwards to liberate Kumasi as possible, blah blah blah. Will be outbuilt by the AI. Hopefully, see if the save is worthy of your save. So it looks like the person just got themselves into some trouble, right? It's turn 156. Yeah, it looks like they misunderstood some stuff. Let's take stock of the situation, right? So 100 science compared to the AI. We are playing on deity difficulty. You are ahead of the AI you're ahead of 3 of the AI. You're on par with 3 of the AI. You're only really behind the Khmer, who is just kind of going nuts this game. Sure, you're stuck in a war with Constantinople, but like, who cares? You have a bunch of heroes. You got vampires. I don't know what this group of units down here is doing for you. That's something I'm a little bit confused about, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's move you to there. Shoot this. You hide. Attack with the vampire, then shoot with this guy. Make sure we soften this guy up. Alright, so that handles most of the war moves we need to make, and then the rest of these guys need to heal up a little bit. So you take a turn to heal. The medic will be helpful on that front. Yeah, you got some issues. Most of your issues are solvable. We will pillage for gold. It seems like a good move. Let's retreat you to a safe place to heal. You fortify. Fortify as well. Yeah, okay, so I don't know why you're building units. It doesn't seem useful. I mean, I guess we will finish this musketman. You've got a bunch of inquisitors surrounding your capital, which seems okay. It's probably a good idea to put an inquisitor. So you want to fight here? Step there. So we'd like to hit this guy, but we'd like to do it not from the capital tiles. Let's keep these guys from getting close. Let's move you to here to heal. We will faith by another couple inquisitors. We don't care about the Dark Age. The Dark Age is fine. The thing we need are settlers. You have not settled enough cities. Look at all this green land. You've got a city in here. You've got cities in here. You've got a city in here. There's empty land up here to the north. That's just like your biggest problem is it's turn 156 and you haven't used all your land, which I appreciate. Let's take stock of each city. So let's look at the city of Adrianople. What did we build in here? Literally no districts in here. Have only built a monument. The city is 8 population and no production. I think, did you capture this? Looks like you captured this. Fine. What's your government look like? Veterancy is fine, although I guess technically you're building a shipyard, sure. Conscription, yep, that's fine. Scripture, totally fine. Natural philosophy, that's fine. Charismatic leader, that's great. Serfdom, perfect, right. See, you've got all the things that I would expect someone to have and to get. So I don't, it's fine. Dark Age is okay. Are you playing? You're not playing with the Dark Ages and Heroic Ages, so it doesn't matter if we get a Dark Age. It's not that big of a deal. You definitely don't need a farm here. What you definitely need are these plantations over here so you can sell spare luxuries to other players. You also really need... You already have cartography, so do you have a galley? No. But you have Sinbad. Oh, is this the game where you managed to come back? I'm impressed if so. Maybe we could do something with this. You do have Sinbad, that's interesting. Yeah, I think the biggest mistake here that you're in is you haven't built enough districts. The districts you have built don't seem focused towards a particular... Like, what is your win condition here? I don't know what your plan to win was. Like, your tourism isn't even very high. Khmer is a tourism civ, so you want to be... I don't know why you're building campuses. This is the thing I don't get. Is like, what's with the campuses? What was your religion? Rivers of Domri. Wow. Okay, when you're playing the Khmer, you don't need World Church. You want the one that gives science. And that will make up for the fact that, yeah, this should have been the science one. Because as the Khmer, when you build your Passat, right, this gives you 0.5 culture for every population in the city. You've already got your culture handled, so you need to cover your other strengths, your other weaknesses rather. So you've got a whole bunch of these campuses that aren't doing anything for you. I mean, maybe you built 2 of them to trigger some kind of bonus or something, or maybe you just really wanted campuses. I don't get the campus thing. Are you going for a Colosseum? Because I don't get the entertainment complex here either. I mean, if I look at the city overlap mode, it's literally hitting 3 cities, and you can't even put a Colosseum here because this is all hills. So I'm just kind of a little bit confused about like a whole bunch of decisions you've made here. The aqueduct is fine. I maybe wouldn't have built the aqueduct. Well, I guess you're playing Khmer, so aqueducts are good. This whole design here is fine as well. Your government plaza should not be demolished, but you are repairing it at least. You definitely should have built some galleys. That's something I feel extremely strongly about in the current game. I don't get the Renaissance walls down here in Angkor Wat. Like, you've got several tiles that are unimproved. Like, you'd need more builders, but we'll fix all that in time. Let's see if we can. I might play this a little bit and see if we can make some adjustments. Okay, Sinbad got hurt a little bit. So I can get my apostle to take this guy out. Boom. That worked very nicely. That'll give us a little bit of religious buffer. Let's get our apostles to play nice. I'm going to get you to heal up. Let's get a couple of missionaries. Oh yeah, this guy's in bad shape for going where he's going. And then if I faith by another missionary, also we have a musketman we can send over here. Let's fortify with you and take the commando promotion. You're heading this way. This guy's going to take a bonus. We will take the shells promotion. You're going to shoot Kumasi. It would be awesome if we could liberate Kumasi. We would like to kill this crossbowman. We'll work on it. These guys I would like to heal a little bit before I move them onwards. How does Byzantium feel about peace? He will take peace. All you got to do is do damage to his cities and he'll take peace. So if we could liberate Ankara, that'll be ideal. But we can also just peace him out. Okay. I mean, everything is looking okay right now. You've got stuff in the queue. I don't agree with Domrys, so no. I don't agree with this stuff that you're building. I don't agree with the walls that you're building. We are going to go for Ancestral Hall immediately in Priya Vihar. And then I'm going to go ahead and gold purchase a builder here. So I can put farms next to this aqueduct to get the city a little bit of growth. Because when you're playing the Khmer, farms provide +2 food if they're adjacent to an aqueduct, which is effectively like having a max level farm. Really, really powerful. So we can do a little stalemate attack here. The more we soften up their apostles, the weaker their spreading is. So that's just ideal. I think we can also get this apostle right here if we attack judiciously. Perfect. Get our faith back to where it should be. Cancel these medieval walls. Go ahead and start building these settlers. That's the big thing, is you need to get those settlers down. So we definitely want a settler right here. We could do some interesting stuff with a settler right there. Let's see. I think a settler right here makes sense. For sure, a settler on this makes sense. I mean, a settler on this sheep totally makes sense. Remember, cities are just always good. More cities is just always better. In fact, we could go totally insane here if we wanted to and literally put 2 extra cities in here, and I would consider this to be a good move, personally speaking. 1, 2, 3, settle the horses, because it's a nice defensive location, getting a little bit of loyalty pressure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We could theoretically settle here as well. Might be able to pull that off later. A bunch of potential islands to the north we can take too. 1, 2, 3. Could theoretically settle a nice gold city on this tile. Not a bad little cash generator. It's got a bunch of crabs nearby. It's got 2 sources of truffles, or turtles rather. So yeah, your biggest mistake, honestly, is just like, you didn't settle enough cities. That's your mistake number 1, and we're going to work on correcting that. The big thing will be getting the Ancestral Hall faster, so I'm going to buy some chops here. You don't have Magnus. You went for the Sanguine Pact also. Did you build your vampire castles? No. I mean Petra, but also no. No. Nope. This is not where you should have built a vampire castle. It's fine. I'm going to let you away with it, but you should not have built it here. I mean, it's not fine, but I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, we'll work on it. We'll workshop it. We'll get it back together. Just give me some time. I'm going to bring this vampire. Let me see if I can find a better vampire castle. Let's see. Right here is a good one. Ooh, right here is a fantastic one. Mine. 3 mines. Yeah, vampire castle. Generally speaking, the way I want you to think about vampire castles is it duplicates the tiles around it and then gives them to the capital, right? So we want to duplicate stuff that is like really good. I don't remember if vampire castles can be placed here, but once we have all these tiles improved with something, we want to place that vampire castle. So we'll definitely want another builder in Yazo Prahura. In fact, I'm going to immediately come into the city and tell it to build a builder for me. We do have a builder here. Always chop the rainforest before you build it, because who cares about Chichen Itza? Honestly, it's a waste of a wonder. Okay, I'm not sure how that guy managed to shoot me. Religious emergency with the Kree is over. We did get a relic, which is, just kind of nice. Let's shoot Kumasi once and twice. Let's kill that crossbow. This vampire is healing. Let's bring this guy forward. You're doing great work. We got the Renaissance walls in Angkor Wat. We definitely need more builders. Go ahead and improve that, then get there to chop that. All right, we need to deal This, go to that holy site to heal. Make sure to keep your Inquisitors inside your territory. And after your units hit something once, bring them back to heal. It's just the right move. So here's the thing. You always want to be doing damage to your enemies because you have the defender's advantage being in your home territory because you can heal. I'm going to send this missionary to go convert Ayutthaya. Send you to go convert Nan Madol. See if we can't pull those off. Send a Muskeman to the west. You can escape. You can escape. You're moving this way. Let's escape with you. Draw them forward. Provide adjacency defense. Can't afford another Inquisitor. Would love another Inquisitor. I think the religious battle is totally under control right now. So we got the builder in here. This builder is moved to here to build a farm. We built the farm because that's now a 4 food tile with half a point of housing. And part of the problem with this city is we needed to grow a lot so that it can work more tiles. We're also going to buy this tile to get another farm down. And we're probably going to put a farm here as well. So we're going to farm here, chop and farm. And then we'll be left with a single, probably putting a mine right there. And the goal here is to speed up the city's growth rate so that it actually reaches its potential. Remember, Khmer is a civilization that's all about growing your city, so you need to be taking advantage of those farms. So scouting information with Sinbad is fantastic, particularly because of the potential gold from him. All right, blast the city, you step up, you retreat, you heal for another turn. My apostle is in position. We can totally liberate Kumasi, I believe. That would be a fantastic outcome to this war. You go there to get that sugar online because we definitely want the sugar. Otherwise, we're just fortifying in range of our enemies. We don't want to attack outside of our territory. So we'll just kind of like try to lure them in to the danger zone. This apostle has taken a little bit too much damage, so I pull him back to heal. I just move another Inquisitor back to take his position. Yeah, you go here. You go there. Convert Ayutthaya. We don't need to like fully convert these, but if we could convert them, it would be nice. Just trying to get use out of the extra missionary spread charges from Exodus the Evangelists. Because it applies the extra spread charges when they're purchased. So buying missionaries right now is actually super gold efficient for us. And so that's the logic behind what I'm doing for religious spread. Not really faith efficient in any other way other than religious spread. We could get a minor victory here. So we might be able to get these guys to back off. They might run home and heal, which is fine. They can do that. We're looking for barb camps and other players. And also just new continents. He wants to trade relics. I don't care about your relics. Sorry, sir. All right. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Start bringing that vampire up to liberate Kumasi. We got a settler here. Really want to place that. Let's start getting some of these settlers down. I do like the work ethic move. That feels really nice. You could be proud of that one. I definitely need to get the city to 7 population before I place a city there because I want to put... this is a hill. Okay. You don't have civil service yet? We're almost there. Remind myself to put a farm there. Come here. Chop, chop, chop. Get the kill. Come on. Oh, very nice. Nice religious control. Controlling the frame. We have broken the religion in this city. Remember, missionaries eliminate 10% of the religious pressure of other civilizations and then add 200 pressure. So quite good. They're not too bad at clearing out other people's religions. Go there to chomp. Settler in the capital. Believe it or not, we're going to be going pretty heavy on settlers here. However, we do want to wait until the Ancestral Hall is finished before we go too heavy on doing that. Can we get a nice kill? We can. And that will hopefully... Yep, looks like we're converting back through our kills. And we might even be able to pull off I can't quite afford another Inquisitor. Otherwise, I would have been able to do an Inquisitor flank. It's okay. We do have a missionary. Missionaries are to be sent to spread to city-states like Geneva, Ayutthaya, and Nan Madol, which will act as very nice just conversion points for our enemies. You go there to heal. Let's get the sugar down. Let's check our deals. Yep, we will sell off our luxuries. Can we purchase any luxuries? No luxuries for purchase. Can we sell off any strategics? We don't need them. Yep, we could sell off those strategics. Lovely. Can we sell off some Diplo favor? We don't need those. We could sell it off a lot of it. So we'll be able to get more builders going. Be able to get our empire in a much better position, actually. Oh, hello. All right, perfect. There we go. We discovered a Nancy. Claimed by unknown. Hopefully some era score. Boom. Destroy him. 500 gold. That 500 gold could be used to... Well, for example, this city over here, it's got a ton of unimproved tiles. So now just like, here's the really important piece of information. Build builders and settlers. Like, they actually just win you the game. It's insane how many games can be saved by just building builders and settlers. I'm not even joking. All right, Kumasi, you take your promotion, blast the city, you heal up, crossbowman into position. So we'll be able to liberate Kumasi now, and we'll be quite happy to get that cultural city-state back, especially if we're in control of it. Let's go for industrialization. It's always nice to have coal. It's another thing we can sell to people. You go defend Anchor 1, that's your job. Now, we could do a coordinated strike on Constantinople. I don't think there's a reason to. What's the damage like on these guys? We would barely shred the walls, even if we moved all 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is the crossbows would be hard for us to kill too. I mean, we could theoretically kill them, but no great general. No great general, I think, is the big downside here. If we had a great general so that we could move into rough terrain and potentially shoot as well, but you didn't manage that, so I don't think it's going to work. We can get a really nice surround on this guy, however. Let's make it happen. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then back to heal. You pop back for a heal. And we've caught this guy off guard. Oh, I didn't mean to buy a guru. That was a misclick. Misclicks happen. We're going to chop here. Boom. 1 turn on the Ancestral Hall. So now when we settle cities, we will get a free builder. A free 5 charge builder. I remember, what did I say wins you the game? Settlers and builders. Chop here. We chop out a builder. Immediately come in here. We place our aqueduct to get our faith going. Honestly, I'm not seeing the disaster here. You were in like a perfectly fine position. You just didn't have enough stuff. You didn't build enough cities. You got Liang in this city, so this is like a totally a fishery city. But the first things first, see this forest? You need to break the camp, chop the forest, rebuild the camp, okay? The number one thing you should be doing in every game is getting as many settlers, as many builders as you can, and then chopping, settling and chopping everything that you can. It is imperative. Super, super, super imperative. Oh, hello. Nice little chunk of gold for me again. I can buy even more builders. Don't need builders over here. Could honestly use a second set of builders. Definitely need builder in here. I'll buy it, even though we're hard building it already. Okay, my vampire was killed, but all that means is he goes back to the vampire castle. Ain't the end of the world. Let's move you to here. Pillage that guy. 500 gold. Lovely. All right, I'm going to send you north to break this. You south to go this way. Definitely want more trade routes. Also need to get more traders. So what does your current trade route look like? Looks like you're mostly... Well, Anchor Tom to Adrianople. What the hell were you thinking? 1 food, 1... Jesus. I don't know what you were thinking with that trade route. You're a strange guy, my dude. May as well pillage the plantation. Well, we can't do that. But, ooh, we could pillage some mines and some lumber mills before we get going, though. Now, that would be worth it. Okay, Ancestral Hall completed in Priya Vihar. So now when I settle cities, they will be of a high quality. I may as well put the farm down here for the eventual thing. We don't need to go for nationalism. We're going to go for civil engineering. There's no point in continuing the war. I mean, we could technically win the war. I will buy the shipyard in here. Boom, because we want production. I'm going to go ahead and drop the natural philosophy. We don't need the science. What we need instead is the colonization card for the 50% production towards settlers, so we can build settlers faster. The city should be able to crank out a settler in 9 turns, which is really damn good. Anything sub 10 turns is borderline awesome. Can't believe you don't have connoisseur to boost that extra like 77 culture, but blup, up to 92 culture. Just always get that one. It's if you're going to if you're putting any points into Pingala, you have to get these 2 promotions. You cannot skip them. Those 2 promotions are the reason you take Pingala. So if I'm looking at the city, I think the obvious play is Aqueduct there. 1, 2, 3. Some sort of holy site over here before the city gets settled. Yeah, that's the play. Move the missionary to here. Can you catch this guy off guard? Perfect. I'm just going to delete this guru. This is like my shame guru. And just keep building mines. You got to keep improving our tiles, man. I'm really not seeing the disaster. The disaster is you didn't build enough cities and stuff. Like, that's it. You know, just your play is fine. You just at some point you stopped playing, is what it feels like. And then you got way too tunnel visioned on going to war. You don't have to go to war. You're in a perfectly fine position, dude. Let's go ahead and make a industry. I mean, is it even worth it for me to upload a disaster that isn't a disaster? Oh no, that's a little scary. I mean, it's fine. We'll capture the city next turn. Ooh, I'm a little wary. Are you playing with monopolies? You are playing with monopolies. So there is a reason to conquer. But you don't have to conquer right now. You've got a science and culture advantage over this guy. You're going to be able to beat him in the mid to late game. You've got neither. You can go. You could tech switch to bombards. We could totally do that. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4 5 heavily leveled bombards and just go in. Oh yeah, we love to see these Petra Hills. Love to see that. Probably should build a settler out of this city too. Help fill out this land. We are going to go into a dark age. Now, I can't tell. I don't think you're using the mode, the mode that makes you lose part of your empire. So I don't think we need to care. A dark age ain't great, but it's also like, it's fine. We do have a slight problem in that the Cree look like they're coming. Okay, I got a friendship with the Cree, which means he's not going to go to war with me. Fantastic. All right, boom, settle the city. Builder pops out. Immediately start the monument in the granary. Make sure we swap the tiles so that we can place the absolutely giga chad holy site right there that we will then chop out. Chop here. Nice. Shipyard's about to finish in a single turn. It's going to be great for that city. He still wants peace, but we need to liberate Kumasi first. So yeah, we enter into a dark age. And let me ask you this, like, what's so bad about that? Seriously. Oh, Adrianople is flipping the wrong direction. Oh no. Oh no. -2 loyalty here. Oh no. Oh dear. I'm so scared. I don't mean to be like bullying you here. I mean, I do, but seriously though, it's fine. This isn't even your city. Why do you care? You could just conquer it over and over again when it flips independent. Who gives a damn about it? It does nothing important for your empire. Break here. You may as well pillage, and then you may as well break. Kumasi, we get a dedication. I mean, are we even in the industrial era? We're about to be. We're not going to be building like any industrial era buildings though. I guess technically as the Khmer you could be building sewers and that might be worth your time. Let's take Heartbeat of Steam. We will liberate Kumasi. We get a hero. Kumasi gets liberated and immediately we get 6 envoys, which is amazing. Which means any trade route that we send, if I go to my available routes and sort them by like culture or even just gold, like Angkor Thom to Ayutthaya is an insane. We got the shipyard in the city. Boom. We definitely need to get to the Prasat. Remember, 0.5 faith, 0.5 culture for every population in the city. We can't build an aqueduct, which is unfortunate. Well, yeah, we need Prasat rush in every city. Campus completed a settler. Guess what we do next? That's right. We get another one, and another, and another, and another, until we fill the entire map with them. And to be honest with you, like I don't see the disaster. This game is literally going fine. All you gotta do now is head north. You get all this land to settle here. You like do something like, oh, I'll pop a city here, and I'll do like a little, I'll do like a harbor there, and do like another city here, and I'll do like a harbor there. It doesn't even matter. You just get these, just grab this land if you can. Like, oh, look at this, a city that I can put a harbor in, or sorry, an aqueduct and a holy site in. That'll be swell. Right, just do as much of that as you can. I think you're fine. Just make sure you get this holy site down in Priya Vihar before you settle this city. It's going to be important. This city won't be very good, but it can build an aqueduct and it can build a holy site. That's all it needs to be useful. And a few tiles to work, and baby, you got a stew going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your borders will be all kinds of crazy and snaky, but as long as you move tiles around, it'll be fine. Yeah, settle more cities. That is my tip to you. Honestly, otherwise you're fine. You're ahead of the AI. Maybe you don't need campuses. Take the culture ability here. Gurdwaras are only okay. I mean, you got the god religion, to be honest with you. You got like the perfect Khmer religion. Be more aggressive when defending your religion. Like I didn't even really buy that many more religious units. I just kind of moved your ones around a little bit more efficiently and ended up with basically, you know, your religion restored in all your cities, bought a couple of missionaries, managed to break religion domination in 3 of the city-states, which will give me a chance to fight for these. I don't necessarily need to have them, but at least like the Cree will spend some of their religious units trying to fix this problem. So yeah, honestly, not even a disaster. Actually just fine. Bad vampire castle. District placement is fine. Tech path is fine. You don't need to keep going into war. I would transition into a tourism victory now. That's what the Khmer are best at. Start getting things like theater squares, settle a whole bunch of land, see if you can get some monopolies. You're probably pretty close to some of the monopolies, particularly things like sugar, if you can keep the city of Adrianople, which you might be able to keep if you can get enough cities settled nearby with a loyalty pressure. You can also just hang around for a while, waiting for neither to accumulate, making bombards and continuing to blast Constantinople, and preparing for a big old invasion there. You're missing like one of these encampments, one of these campuses should have been an encampment, in my opinion, so that you could get a great general that will boost your domries. But yeah, even as Khmer, you still build a lot of cities, because yes, it's a tall civ, but that just means they have bigger cities. It doesn't mean you build less. It means their cities will have more population. They scale off of population better than other civs. Honestly, yeah, hopefully. I mean, you could cut this city. This city isn't necessary, for sure. But it is nice to get that niter. It is nice to get that holy site. It is nice to get that aqueduct, right? This would be a nice extra city, a nice little bit of niter. We just need to get Priya V here up to a higher standard. Chop here to finish the holy site faster. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this not quite a disaster video. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.